Welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast. I guess we're going to start this one out on a little bit of a somber note. The fires in LA and California and that whole area is taking its toll on everyone, especially over here in Arizona. It's practically in our backyard. It's only a 7 or 8 hour drive from here to get over there. So that's practically our backyard. A lot of people here have family over there and relatives and have come from there. So I'm just starting it out nicely since I know it's going to be brought up, and I've been talking about it pretty much for a week now, give or take, on the radio. But just our hearts, minds, and prayers go out to everyone over there in California and the LA area that is being impacted by these just awful wildfires. And, being in Prescott, those of you that are listening from my local area where I am living, we all know the fires well. And I have talked about it so much, it's bringing up almost like PTSD. We were talking about it today on the radio. It's almost like PTSD, all the stuff that we're seeing, because we went through quite a bit here. And I'm thinking this might be the year that we watch the Granite Mountain Hotshot movie finally and review it. But I don't know. I digress. That's a whole nother thing. So on with Real Film Nerds Podcast, episode number 406. With me as always, the man with the plan, the man on the East Coast, running a little behind, but he's still talented. Miguelito Talent.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, running a little bit behind today, but hey, I made it. It's good. Everything's fine. The California fires are just going to be, I don't know. I feel like we don't even know the full extent of how bad it's going to be, and just hope those winds don't pick up like they think they're going to. So, yep, we're thinking about California, and I checked in with some of the friends that we have out there, and they're fine, at least right now. But anyway, yeah. I guess
it's a tough one. It's a tough one, Mike. And you've been, all of us, on this podcast have been touched by wildfires in one way, shape, or form or another. We're all from Arizona, or currently still are in Arizona, or have never left Arizona. Mom. But that's kind of it's tough. So just we'll try not to talk about it much. It's kind of difficult not to, but we'll just leave it at that. We're thinking about you guys, and we care quite a bit, and we're sorry this is happening, but people are the most important thing. Just remember that. It always is. People are the most important thing. So as I alluded to earlier, the bane of the world's existence, because she brought me into this world, Ma Hinshaw.
Here I am, the evil one.
Right. Like I said, you could have, stopped Dad and just beat him off with a shoe or something, so he would have not have gotten on top of you, and I would not be here, and the world would be a better place.
No, it wouldn't, because you are joy and light to my life.
Wow. Mom, lying to me is one thing. Lying to the public on a podcast is a whole nother thing. How dare you? Shame.
No.
That's the shame right there.
Yep. How dare you? So, all right. Well, we'll try not to talk too much and get back on topic. So, Mike, why don't you go ahead and break down our film this week, Den of Thieves 2, Pantera, and not the Cowboys from Hell.
Correct. Den of Thieves 2, Pantera. All right, so this movie is directed by and written by Christian Gudegast, and it is starring Gerard Butler, O'Shea Jackson Jr., Evan Amon, Salvatore Esposito, Orly Shuka, and Big Nick is back on the hunt in Europe and closing in on Donnie, who is embroiled in a treacherous world of diamond thieves and the infamous Panther Mafia as they plot a massive heist of the world's largest diamond exchange.
Okay, so Mom, did you get a chance to watch the original before you watched 2?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I watched the first. Well, I don't know. I mean, I watched the first one.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
original Den of Thieves, the
that
one that
one.
takes
Yes.
place in California
Yeah.
and LA. That's another reason why I
Right.
wanted to,
Mm-hmm.
make a mention of it, and our hearts and
Mm-hmm.
minds going out to, everybody over there. But
Absolutely.
so what are your thoughts on Den of Thieves Pantera? See, I'm confused. So on IMDb, it has it as Den of Thieves 2 Pantera, but then in the movie, it just had Den of Thieves Pantera. So I'm just gonna go with Den of Thieves Pantera, or just Den of Thieves number. I don't know, whatever. So my mom, go ahead. What is your first impressions of this movie? Did you love Ice Cube or Ice T?
You
Ice
said
T
he
is the one you
wasn't
thought it
in
was.
there. You said he wasn't in there. It's O'Shea, isn't it?
Yes, it is Ice Cube Jr.
Junior. Really?
That's
Oh,
who.
well,
Yeah,
that's
that's Ice
cool.
Cube's son. Yeah.
Well, that's really cool. Well, yes. I mean, I used to watch their reality show, and I know they have a young child who's like 8 or 10 or
Okay, so
something.
you're getting it mixed up with Ice T. It is not Ice T. It is Ice Cube. Ice Cube has
Oh,
never done a reality show that I know of.
oh, well, okay. I've got it mixed up. Pardon me, I'm old, folks.
Well, yeah, we know that, but it's still no excuse. Mike, why are you letting her slide on this? You're a host
Well,
here too.
well, I didn't even know Ice T had a reality show, so I was like, well, maybe Ice Cube does have a reality show. I don't
No,
know.
I doubt it. I really do. Anyway, I thought O'Shea was really good, whoever he is.
He's Ice Cube Jr.
Ice Cube Jr.
Yes.
I thought the first one, the robbery just took such a long time to complete. And that's why I liked the second one better, because even though it was a really good robbery and, there was a great plot and everything, they accomplished it. It didn't take forever and ever. And that's one of the things I did like about the new movie. So there you go.
Okay, Mike. So I'm going to default to you now because I guess that's how we're doing the rotation. Your turn. Ready, set, go.
Okay. I enjoyed the movie. I think this is kind of a fun Italian job heist movie type thing, and it's always fun to watch like the setup and stuff. The story I thought was pretty good. Gerard Butler and O'Shea Jackson Jr. Uh, they're both great, and they're pretty much most of the movie anyway. So that it was great to watch. So I thought it was just kind of fun. There's some twists and turns here and there, but yeah, I thought it was a good heist movie. It was good.
So I watched the first one before I watched the second one. I think they're both very good movies. It's very reminiscent of Heat, bank robbery, heist, Ocean's 11, 13, all that kind of stuff. I personally, not to do a comparison because we're talking about the second one, but how can you not, especially since I just watched it? But I really liked the original a little bit better. I think they're both very, very good films, but I liked the grittiness of the first one. I liked the cat and mouse of the first one. Um, I thought there was a lot more twists and turns and a lot more surprises in the first one. The second one is very good, especially the cinematography and the place that they filmed it is just absolutely beautiful. I believe that is Nice, France. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mother.
You're right.
Okay. It's very cool. Instead of dealing with dollar bills, y'all, they're dealing with diamonds this time and in Europe. So it's good. It's fun. I wouldn't call it so much a popcorn flick. I'd call it more of a thriller action kind of film. I think it was pretty solid. I think it's well worth a watch. Yeah, I don't know what else I can add. I don't think it had the grittiness of the first one. Like the first one, the way it was shot and the way it was acted and the places it took place and the way they told you in the different parts of LA they were and how they assaulted the truck like in the very beginning and everything. It felt a lot like oh gosh, I hate to compare it to it because it's nothing like it, but the Training Day. It felt a lot kind of like Training Day, the grittiness and the dark and the, you know, I just absolutely liked it a lot. I mean, I liked both of them. Okay, I like both of them quite a bit. But anyways, so Mom, were you upset that there was no nudity?
Yes, I was sad about that, but well, we can't have everything. But I agree with you. I think it was a good movie. It was different. It was not, like you say, it was not like the first one, but still, it was interesting. And you wondered, well, what was going to happen next and how are they going to do this? Which is what I love about, you know, kind of robbery movies. I felt like I liked Gerard being the undercover cop, but it didn't seem like the second movie. I don't know. He wasn't.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. I can feel you getting ready to say something spoilery, Ma.
Okay, I won't spoilery it.
We'll get there. We will get there after, Mike asks you what you're drinking in a few minutes, but don't spoil it yet.
Oh, okay. But anyway, I still thought it was entertaining and very pretty area. Great. The cinematography was good. I mean, not amazing, but it was good. And I liked it.
Definitely go see it in the theaters, is what you're saying.
Oh, yes. Especially after the robbery. I will say it that way. Yeah.
Mike? People need to go see it in the theaters?
Yeah, I think people need to see it in the theaters. I mean, it was fun. One thing, though, Matt, I was going to bring up, speaking of the theaters, was why do you think they released this in the middle of January, which is like where movies go to die? I think it's good.
Maybe maybe they had an earlier release date and they just missed it. Or do you think maybe they're trying to grab the off-season crowd because there's no other competition against it? I don't know. I mean, I think this should have been, in an ideal world, to me, this is like a start of the summer kind of movie.
Yeah. So I'm wondering why they released it. Like they didn't have confidence in this, but I mean, this is pretty good. Like I don't know. I don't know, Matt. I feel like a lot of times when we like the movies, the critics or everybody else says they're just garbage. I don't even know what they said about this movie, but
and that was going to be my next question. Do you know what it did at the box office? Because I haven't looked.
Yeah, I mean, it was number one, but I mean, it only made 15 million. So like, it was a kind of a shallow number one, and Mufasa, the Lion King, something to do with the Lion King.
Yeah.
Almost beat it. It was like 14.6. So
that's interesting because Mufasa was a big Disney movie, and Ma and I went and saw it and talked about it on the radio, didn't we? I don't think we reviewed it here, but we talked about it on the radio.
Yeah.
And it was interesting because I believe that week it got released, there was another animated film. I don't remember what it was, but it kicked the snot out of Mufasa and totally.
Oh, Sonic Hedgehog 3.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3 kicked the snot out of Mufasa and is continuing to. And just to let everybody know, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is our next giveaway.
Oh, dude, that was nice. That was you whispered that. They'll never hear it.
They'll never hear it. No. I haven't gotten it confirmed, but I got requested if we would do it from Paramount. So I'm pretty sure we are going to get it. So, but yeah, I saw the first Sonic. We reviewed it here on the podcast. And I was so kind of inspired that Sonic 3 beat the crap out of Mufasa, which Lion King, I mean, come on. I watched Sonic 2, and I have to say, I was not really impressed with Sonic 2 at all, even though it had a heck of a voice cast. And you know who's the really big voice actor in Sonic 3 that plays the villain, right, Mike?
Isn't it Jim Carrey? Is Jim Carrey in it?
No, Jim Carrey's still in it. He's Mr. Robotnik, but he's physically in it.
Oh, okay.
The voice of Shadow in Sonic 3 is one of the best actors ever and also one of the kindest people ever, Keanu Reeves.
Oh, nice.
So
That's
we
fun.
will have to,
Wow.
yeah, we might have to talk about that one, right, Ma? Did you see Sonic 3 in the theaters, Ma?
No, that's the only one I haven't seen. No.
Yeah, we saw Mufasa, which I thought for sure would have cleaned Sonic's clock, and it did not.
Yeah, me
Like,
too.
we talked about it on, I think we talked about it on the radio, but I was, to keep going completely off topic, because why the hell not? Mufasa, for me, the letdown on it was the songs. They just were not very good and not very catchy. And they were good songs, but they were just not catchy. So anyways, I'll steer the ship back to Den of Thieves Pantera. But yeah, Mike, I don't see here on IMDb what it costs to produce Den of Thieves 2, but it does say their gross worldwide is 15 million, which is really sad. But it looks like maybe just the US was released. They don't think they've released it anywhere else.
Yeah. So it seems odd that they released it at this time because, if it was a terrible movie, I get it, but this wasn't a terrible movie. It's like, Matt, what was the movie we just recently reviewed that was great? Oh, the one with Batista.
The
Dude, that one got rocked.
Killers something.
Yeah.
Action flick with him, and the critics just panned the hell out of it, and I really liked that movie.
Dude, that movie was great.
Yeah, that movie was a lot of fun. Do you think shit, I don't want to throw us off topic again. Maybe I can, because my mom, I don't think, has ever answered it. But do you think the critics are purposely like trying to bury movies? Like, do you really think that's what it is?
I don't know. I don't remember what that movie was called. I was trying to look it up all stealthy, but I guess I'm gonna have to look up Dave Bautista. But
go to our website, and I have a search function in our website. And if you type in Dave Bautista or just start scrolling.
Yeah, The Killer's Game.
The Killer's Game. Yeah, I knew it was Killer something. Yeah, dude, that movie.
It was so much fun.
Yeah, I think both of us gave it over a 4. Mom, yeah. I don't remember what you gave it. I know you watched it and rated it as well.
Yeah, I think I did. I think I rated it pretty high.
Yeah, it was a fun movie.
Not sure.
Do you think Hollywood is just hating action movies and that white men are in charge of it? It's the toxic masculinity. God, I should not have gone down that road.
Oh, geez. Okay.
I should not have gone down that road.
All right. Well, on that note, Matt, what are you drinking this fine morning, evening, or afternoon?
Well, Mike, thanks for asking. I'm going to do a little toxic masculinity here, overshadowed with a beverage that's mixed with it. But I'm drinking a little Buffalo Trace with Pepsi Zero.
Oh, Matt, speaking of Buffalo Trace, did you try your Blanton's yet?
No, dude, that is a special occasion. The Blanton's is never being released. It is going to sit there. Ma, that's that bottle of bourbon I told you about that Mike spent a whole lot of money on that will never get opened and drank.
What? You're not ever going to try it?
I've had it. I've had it, and it's delicious. That's the problem. I might not stop.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but you got to try it out, Matt. Jeez, man. I had some recently, like a taste. One of the guys at work at this conference, he won a bottle of it, and he's like, "Hey, you want some?" I'm like, "Yep."
Did you tell him? Yeah, I've never had it before. Let me try that really expensive, nice bourbon.
No, I told him it was like, "Hey, man, this is amazing stuff." He was like,
"You know what, Mike? Just in your honor, next time Ma Hinshaw makes it up here to P Town, I will crack open the Blantons and I'll let Ma have a little bit. Now, Ma, you
Yes.
have to drink it on ice. You cannot mix it with anything because that just ruins it.
Oh, that's fine. I'm
Okay.
game.
Okay, as long as you're game. So,
Oh,
Mike,
yes.
we told you what she did when she was here for Christmas, right? Drinking my Captain Morgan and Nog.
Not really, but I mean, I think that was when we did what we were drinking, and that was the drink. But
Mhm.
yeah, she drank you out of the Morgans.
No, no. I will be honest. I'm a slacker actually when it comes to drinking hard alcohol. If you can believe that, especially with my newfound attempt to not have another heart attack scare. I mean, losing weight. Um, I have 2.5 gallons of Captain Morgan in my house, and that is not an exaggeration.
Wow, that's funny. 2.5 gallons.
I have two handles and two regular bottles.
Oh yeah, that is 2.5 gallons.
Yep. It is not an exaggeration. I truly do. So, for those of you who know where I live, I will be leaving the cameras on so you do not come and steal my booze.
I don't think anybody's gonna. Well, never know. Never know.
I was going to say Mr. Santos, but he does not listen to this podcast. He has drank a lot of my booze in the past and
Oh, okay.
continues to. So,
All right.
okay, Mike. Well, do we ask Ma what she was drinking?
Oh,
No, you
you
didn't
don't
ask
want
what
to.
I'm
It's
drinking.
very boring.
I was going to say we need to ask Ma and we need to ask Mike. So, Mike, what are you drinking?
Well, it's an oldie but a goodie, Matt. But I'm drinking a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale.
Oh yeah, dude, that's a classic. That's a classic. I still am not a super huge fan of them, but I do like the pale ales better than the India pale ales.
Oh yeah, I mean, it makes sense, dude. They're not as bitter.
No, they're still bitter, but not nearly as bitter. So, okay, Mike, here, I'll let you do it. It's your segment, so you should ask my mom what herbal tea she has.
Yes, Ma Hincha, what are you drinking right now? Is it a specialty?
Yes, it's a very, actually, it tastes pretty good, and I didn't think it would. It's a hibiscus tea, hibiscus strawberry or something like that. It's a blend.
Oh,
Yep,
I've
that's
had a
what I'm
hibiscus
drinking.
tea before. It's okay.
Yeah, well, it's tasty. There are others I like better, but hey, that one's good. Yeah, that's my choice today. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh,
Alrighty, Ma, do you want to do the next segment since it is like your favorite thing in the world, or do you want me to do it?
oh, you should do it.
Mom, come on. You know
No,
you
you
want
do it.
to.
No,
Mom,
no, you do it.
mom,
No,
mom.
no,
All right,
no.
fine. I'll do it
Okay.
then.
All right, you do it.
What is this week's just incredible dad joke?
I got dad jokes. I don't think they understand though. Gotta think I'm funny. Other people never laugh though. Dad jokes.
All right. What do you get if you cross a duck with a firework?
You should see the face on my mom. The face my mom is making right now. We need to start doing this on video or
I
something.
was
I mean,
thinking
Jesus.
Peking duck or something. I
Peking duck?
don't know. I
I,
don't know.
I was thinking, there's like orange chicken. I'm thinking like firecracker duck.
Dude, it's really close. A fire quacker.
Oh,
Oh,
firecracker. Oh,
doggone it. We were close.
firecracker. Delicious. Mm. I was almost thinking maybe it was going to be like duck l'orange, duck la firecracker or something. I don't know. That's reaching.
Yeah.
So, anyways, okay, Mike. So I will go ahead with my section that I like. Mike, how does the Marvel Cinematic Universe actually scratch that, reverse it? There you go, Willy Wonka line. Mike, how does Den of Thieves 2 Pantera relate to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
All right, Matt. So this one's a little bit tricky. Had to dig a little bit deeper than normal for this, but I was able to find Mr. Steve Bain in the sound department. Also worked on Deadpool and Wolverine as a Foley artist.
My mom just mouthed, "What is that?"
Dude, you got me. I'm not sure either.
Okay,
Some
good.
someone that gets paid to work on movies.
Something
Mhm,
to do with sound.
So,
mhm.
all right. Well, we are now in Ma Hinsha's second favorite section of the podcast. And I'll start with her. Mom, since you can't ever hold your tongue, go ahead. Why don't you go ahead and start spoiling Den of Thieves 2 Pantera?
I really spoiling it, but I really loved the chase scene that was like at the end more. Really cool. I thought that was really fun.
Now you're talking about the chase scene through the building on foot, or are you talking about the chase scene in the
No,
vehicles?
in the vehicles. Oh, absolutely. In
With
the
the
vehicles. Wow.
electric Porsche?
Yeah. Yeah. I just thought it was really cool, and the roads were like back and forth, and yeah, I thought that was great. Okay, and I was all over watching that one.
Mike, what do you think of
So
the electric Porsche?
I thought it was cool. Obviously, electric Porsche is meant to go fast, and I don't think really about saving the environment. Instead of green, it's probably like purple or something. I don't know. You know how there's different colors. I think it's just about going fast. So it's like the quickest it can get the torque to the wheels, it does. Like,
I just wonder, like, how long the Porsche battery will last. I'm guessing not a whole lot.
uh, I guess it just depends on how you drive, like always, right? Like, how long's your gas last? You know, how long does like? I think if you have a lead foot in like a Tesla, like a performance Tesla or whatever, I don't think it lasts that long.
No,
Um,
no, no,
so
no. Uh, I, the acceleration is definitely a factor when you start torquing those bad boys out. But I don't know, Mike. Have you ridden in a Tesla? I haven't.
Yeah, I've ridden in at least once or twice. It's okay.
Was it
I've ridden in
over?
lots of electric cars actually, Matt, randomly.
Really?
Yeah. And one of the guys at work has one. He has a Hyundai Ioniq, and I don't know, man. They're kind of neat because they just kind of like they just go like. And it's a weird kind of acceleration where an engine kind of ramps up to it. The electric just is kind of gone. Like it
It's
just,
instantaneous power. Yeah.
yeah, it's so fast. Like you're like, there had been times when I guess after you get used to it, a move that you couldn't do in a car because it just won't respond fast enough, the electric will. So you can easily like squeeze into things or get in front of someone or pull out in front of them and be like, yeah, whatever, and you're just gone. Now, most of the time when Teslas pull out in front of me, they do not do that. So it's just like normal. But anyway, um, on a completely other random note, Matt, a Foley artist is a professional responsible for creating and recording sound effects for movies, television, and other media. These sound effects added in post protection to enhance the auditory experience and bring realism to on screen actions. So it's like footsteps, cloths, rustling, prop sounds, environmental sounds, that stuff.
Yeah. See, I figured those were just like sound effects engineers or something, but okay. They have a specific title. Interesting.
They do. They do. So,
Well,
uh,
I've never ridden in an electric car, not once. Um, yeah, I've ridden in the hybrid vehicles, but I don't fit in many cars much, so I tend to do a lot of driving instead.
okay. Okay. That makes sense, dude. I haven't been in like a Rivian or, well, there's a lot of them. There's like the Polestar, a Rivian. Well, one of the other guys at work has a VW, but I haven't been in that one. So anyway, it, it- there's they're prevalent in my area, but like I don't know.
It's
There's
because
still
Mike's rich. He's not telling anybody that. That's why we have to hide who he really is. He's actually a multimillionaire in New York.
No.
Right, Ma?
No.
I'm glad she's paying attention. So Ma Henshaw is now fallen asleep. So anytime we need to get her to chime in, we will have to just scream. Wake up!
Oh, I have a question. Can tall people fit in the electric cars?
Yeah. My buddy who drives the Ionics, like, I don't know, 6'5". He's a big guy.
Oh.
Yeah. He's a big
Okay.
guy. Yeah. Part of the reason he got the one he got was because he knew he could fit in it, which is always a
that's good
problem.
point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is always a
feel his
problem
pain.
for him. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway,
Mom, you've never been in an electric car?
Nope. Ours is well, no, it's not. Ours is a push button car, I guess you'd call it. I don't know.
Well, Ma
that's
has.
just the start.
Yeah, no,
That's
Ma
a
has
start.
been in the kind where you have to get out and crank them in the front.
Oh, yeah,
gee.
right. There you go.
That was her first car,
Mhm.
right, Ma? That's what you
Yeah.
learned how to drive on.
The Model T, yeah.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
no,
It was Model M for Ma Henshaw.
no.
It
Oh,
was
dear.
Model T, it was black. Your favorite color?
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh,
So
They
okay,
were
all
all
right, all right.
black.
Let's see.
Anyway.
Let's see. We've talked
Mhm.
about cars. We've talked about Porsches. What else should we talk about on this movie? I mean,
So,
Mike, I
what
want
did
you to spoil it.
what did you think about the runtime? Did you think it was too long? Did you think it was just right?
It dragged ass a little bit, but I didn't think it was too bad. I mean, it's a heist movie, so they got to plan out the heist and what they're going to do and
Mhm.
everything. I thought we were going to possibly see a little bit more of the tie-in of the space between the two films. Because I'm not sure how long the movie time is supposed to be, like how long from the first film to the second film, but in reality, it's been like 6 or 7 years because the original came out in 2018. So let's just say Gerard Butler's a little bit older, and then O'Shea Jackson Jr. has hit the whey protein supplements and steroids, and I mean he is just a big dude. Like he's a big dude. Like he's so I'm not sure how long the time space is supposed to be. So I thought we were going to see a little bit more of that, but we didn't get that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought they'd have some of his children or something, I know he got a divorce in the first one, but, I thought maybe they'd do something with his kids or something. But I do feel that maybe there might be a third movie. I'm not positive, though.
Oh, I'm sure there's going to be.
You think so?
Yeah, I just think it's interesting how in the first one they talked about his divorce and his wife and his kids a little bit, and there's like one, maybe two scenes where it shows him in like divorce court kind of thing. Gerard Butler's who we're talking about, and then like that's it. Like there's no other mention. But granted, this film does take place on the other side of the world versus where his family is, so that makes sense.
yeah. One thing I thought was a little bit out of place in this was the guys who were part of the heist and then get fired from the heist. And then they kind of come back a little bit. I felt like that wasn't even really needed. Like, out of all the complicated stuff that happened in this movie, I was like, why is that even in there?
Well, because they needed someone to come to their rescue at the end in the car chase, and
I guess.
I won't spoil
guess.
that, but
Yeah.
No, I know what you're saying.
Just seemed it seemed a little bit much because there's already a lot weaved into the story and stuff, and I just thought that was like, okay.
Yeah, and the runtime is almost identical to the first one. It was 2 hours and 24 minutes. The first one is 2 hours and 20 minutes, so not too bad. I don't know. I mean, it's good. I thought it was a good movie. I didn't think it was outstanding like the first one, but it's good. I enjoyed it. And that reminds me, I forgot to look up what I rated it because I watched it almost a week ago.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
And I rate it too, because you better look up mine.
Well, that's why I have an app and keep control of this. Yeah, you rated it on the radio, Mom. You don't remember?
Heavens, no. I get so nervous when I'm on the radio, I forget my own name.
Why do you get nervous?
Oh, well, I just do. I don't know.
Hmm.
Mhm.
She's a big time celebrity here, but
Well, yeah.
so I'll talk about something that I did not like. Speaking of the rescuers for the car chase and all those things, is I thought this was a little bit too predictable at the end. The mafia to the biggest spoiler, which I'm not going to say, is how the film ends. Like I predicted that. I thought that was a little bit too easy. Where in the first one, the ending caught me off guard quite a bit more than the end on this one. Like quite a bit more. So in the first one, I guess I'm just going to spoil the first one a little bit. Clearly, we're meant and led to believe that Pablo Schreiber's character is the main villain, or maybe even 50 Cent, and we find out otherwise at the end of the first one. And I thought that was really well done and interesting and cool. And this one, I predicted exactly what was going to happen and what all went on, and I'm not going to say it. So, were you able to predict it, Mike and or Ma?
I thought something. I don't know if I thought exactly what happened was going to happen, but I knew that our character wasn't going to remain in a cage for long. How about that?
Yeah. I thought it was predictable. I agree with you there. Yeah.
I think it was more about how he ended up in that cage, is what I was kind of referring to. But sure, that too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I wondered, I guess, about that part of how he ended up, but yeah, no, it wasn't too outside of the range, but it was still a fun ride, so I enjoyed it.
No, it's a good movie. It's a very well done heist movie. Maybe people are heist movied out, but I don't know. We haven't had an Ocean's 11 or 8 or 13 or 27 or
Yeah,
whatever number they're up to
we
in a
haven't had
while.
a heist movie in a while, I don't think.
Yeah, and I think this is in a different vein than the Ocean's movie. Like the Ocean's movies are more comedies, and this is pure grit action, if you ask me.
Yeah. The Ocean's movies are such an ensemble cast, and they worked so well. They were really well done. I don't even know how you got all those people. I know a lot of them are friends, but like how you got them all together and got it just, it's crazy.
Money.
Money. Yeah, well, I don't think they all got their normal fees because that budget for that movie would have been like, so when do you start the movie? Like, oh, that's just the talent. We haven't even started the movie part.
It must be nice to get paid what you're worth. I don't know what that is. So, anyways, on that sad note, Mike, we've thrown out a couple options on what to review for next week. So, I'm going to put it in your hands. You now have to make a decision. Mike, what movie are we going to chat about next week?
Oh man, now I have to remember the name of the movie. It's I think we're gonna do that one in the theater, Matt.
Oh, you want to go to the theaters? One of them days?
Yeah, one of them days.
Oh, you don't want to do the Netflix movie. All right. Ma.
Well, I mean, it's okay, the Netflix movie, but
Oh, are we going to do that movie? One of them days? Is that the one where she can't pay her rent or something?
With the two
Yes.
girls that can't pay their rent because their boyfriend spent it or something? Yeah.
Oh, I want to see that. I think that will be fun.
Well, there you go. Now we're going to go see it.
One of them days. That's what it's called, right?
Yep. It comes out on Thursday. Well, Friday, technically, but Thursday here.
Matt, are you a little bit sad because it hits too hard? It's a little too close to the home, or?
Yeah, my boyfriend spends my rent money all the time. That son of a bitch.
Hey,
I thought so. I thought your
No, no, no.
boyfriend, known as your hobbies, spends all your money. Doesn't
Yeah,
leave
my
you with
Jeep.
any.
Yeah, the Jeep spends all my money. That's for sure.
Oh, well, it's a Jeep, dude. What do you expect?
Yeah, she's a testy bitch.
She needs some new parts every day.
She does. Dripping oil, you know, antifreeze. I mean, you name it. And these new
new
shoes.
wheel.
Yeah, new shoes, new meats. I mean, just that prissy little whore sitting out there in the driveway. It's got off topic fun. Oh, good times. Well, okay. Well, I think that'll be fun. One of them days. We'll see how it goes. Now I'm not going to go to the comedy show on Thursday, which is fine. We'll talk to my buddy Clint and see if we're going to he'll go to the theaters with me or not. But to end all that discussion, and especially about my money spending Jeep. Yeah, I love that thing. It's awesome. And my cars are females, as FYI. Maybe not the truck, but definitely the Jeep. She's a sweetheart. She takes all my money. Right, Mike?
Yeah, yeah. She takes all your money.
So, all right, Mike, I'm going to do mom this time. Mike, mom, M's. Too many M's. Mike, Matt, mom. Triple M podcast. This is a threat. This is terrible. Mom, how do you rate Den of Thieves Pantera? How many Pantera shaped cookies?
You know, I can't remember if I gave it a 3 or a 3.5, but it's one of those.
Knowing you, it's probably a 4.5.
Well, I bet it's a 3.5, I think.
Okay, we'll go
It
with
was
3.5.
fun. Yeah, let's go with 3.5. Some kind of cookies.
You can go back and listen to the radio broadcast from Friday and figure it out.
Okay, I will do that. Maybe. All right.
The real talent, Mr. Michael Talent.
Yes.
How many reels?
So I'm going to give this one 3.5 reels also. Yeah, I had a good time, man.
Wow.
You know, I like the first one. I like the second one. You know, it's good. Entertaining.
Well, I also enjoyed this film quite a bit, but not as much as the two of you. I think the original is a good solid 4, maybe even a 4.5. So this one I don't think is quite at that level. I give it a 3.
All right. Cool.
We'll forgive you.
You'll forgive me? Oh, thanks, Mom. Finally I get forgiveness. All the things I did in my childhood are forgiven, right?
Well, I'm
Yep.
not going that far.
Matt
No,
was
no.
the angel, and Matt was the angel child. All the other kids were the devil's
Where?
kids.
Who? What?
Oh God, we got stories. We got stories we could tell you, Mom, and we're not going to do that
No.
on this podcast because
Please
statute
don't.
of limitations.
My heart could not handle it, really. No, I don't want you to. Okay.
We'll just tease this. There's a lot of times where you thought I was joking when I told you what we were doing, and we were not joking.
No, I believe it. I do believe it. Yes.
So,
Mhm.
all right. Well, Mom, do you have anything else you would like to add to our lovely discussion on Den of Thieves 2?
No, but I do love Gerard, and I think he's just worth watching. He's very good and fun and good looking, and whoopee.
Are you going to go
And
watch
that's all.
300 so you can see his nice rippled abs?
Wow. Nah, probably not.
Wow.
It's a pretty long movie. I don't know if I'll do that or not. I've seen it before, though.
I know you have. I'm pretty sure we went
We
to
went
the theaters when it
together
was
in
out.
San
Yeah.
Clemente. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, well, I don't have anything else to add other than I apologize for the past 45 minutes, however long this podcast is. But we got through it, and hopefully you did too. So, Mike, add whatever you would like and do your thing.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for listening. And follow us on the socials, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, X, whatever it's called. And we'll catch you on the next pod, reviewing One of Them Days. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now, go out and catch a movie.